Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Lecture 38, Risk Management, Corporate Culture and Risk Management. The ultimate risk is not taking the risk. Next है constituents of risk management, audit trails, passwords, entertainment and physical security, environmental and security, web-based transactions, implementation of security in GIS. अल्लाह ये लाइट कितना खराबी दे रही है. Risk management in a newly computerized environment, and that in an ongoing operation will have to be viewed differently. Audit trails, establishing clear audit trails is an absolute must as much as managing physical environmental risks. Business continuity planning. Part of the risk management process is to ensure that the organization has a well considered business continuity plan. Business community planning BCP ये इसका है is a methodology used to create a plan for how an organization will resume partially or completely interrupted critical functions within a predetermined time after a disaster or disruptions. Components of BCP. The business community plans includes the disasters recovery plan that is used to recover a facility rendered inoperable, including relocating operation into a new location. The operations plan that is to be followed by the business unit while recovery is taking place. The restoration plan that is used to return operations to normality, whether in a restored or new facility. Phases of BCP: creation of business continuity and disaster recovery policy, business impact analysis, classification of the operations and critically analysis, development of an business continuity plan and disaster recovery procedures. Training and awareness program, testing and implementation of a plan or monitoring. Business impact analysis BIA. In this phase, identification of the potential impact of uncontrolled, non-specific events on the institution's business process and outcomes. Classification, operations, and critically analysis. The risk chance of occurrence assessed impact of disruption. Types of recovery strategies: cold site, hot site, warm site, reciprocal site, third party arrangements. Cold sites: if an organization can tolerate some downtime, cold sites big backup might be appropriate. Hot sites: if fast recovery is critical, an organization might need hot site backup. Warm sites: they are partially configured, usually with network connections and selected peripheral equipment such as disk drives, drives and controls, but without the main computer. Reciprocal agreement: two or more organizations might agree to provide backup facilities to each other in the event of one suffering a disaster. Third party arrangements: apart from having a give and take relationship with the other organizations, an agreement may also be designed with third party vendors also as to outsources of the disaster recovery process. Development business community and disaster recovery plans. Predecessor readiness covering incidents response management to address all incidents of affecting business processes and analysis, evacuation procedure of declaring a disaster. Development of business community and disaster plans. The clear identification of the responsibilities in the plan, the clear identification of the person responsible for each function in the plan, the clear identification of contract information, the step of by step explanation of the recovery option, the clear identification of the various resources required for recovery and continued operation of the organization, the step by step application of the constitution phase. monitoring, changing in business strategy, the change in the software, incidents emerging and affecting, reassessing the risks. Like the 39 web security. The concept of web, the internet protocol, is the designed solely for the addressing and routing of data packets across a network. Web security threats, passive attacks, active attacks. The class of network attacks involve probing of network information. Types of passive attacks: network analysis, uh, eavesdropping, traffic analysis. Once enough network information has been gathered, the intruder will launch an actual attack against targeted system to either gain complete control over the system or enough control to cause certain threats to be realized. Types of active attacks: masquerading, piggybacking, spoofing, backdoors, trapdoors, Trojan horse. Threat impact: lost income, increased cost of recovery, increased cost of response, retrospectively. Loss of information, loss of trade secret, damage to reputation, degraded performance in network system, legal and regulatory non-compliance, failure to meet contractual communities. Lecture 40: factors encouraging internet attacks. Internet security controls, firewall security system, intrusion detection system, encryption. Most organizations can follow any of two philosophies: deny all philosophy, accept all philosophy. Abbreviation is intrusion detection system, IDS. Types of IDS includes signature based, statistical based, neural networks. Components of an IDS: Sensors that are responsible for collecting data. The data can be in the form of network packets, log files, system call, traces, etc. Analyzer that receive input from sensors and determine intrusive activity. An administrative console, it contains intrusion definition applied by the analyzer, a user interface. Various protocols used to network communication such as TCP, UDP, transmission control protocol, user diagram protocol, uh, network traffic packet. Components of IDs, sensors that are responsible for collecting data. The data can be in the form of network pockets, log files, system call traces. Analyzers that receive input from sensors and determines intrusive activity. An administration console, user interface. Features of IDs: intrusion detections, gathering evidence on intrusive activity, ऑटोमेटेड रिस्पांस के बाद सिक्योरिटी पॉलिसी इंटरफेस विद सिस्टम टूल्स सिक्योरिटी पॉलिसी मैनेजमेंट limitations of IDs incorrectness or scope in limitation in the manner threats are defined. Application level vulnerabilities, backdoors into application, weakness in identification and authentication schemes. Web trust principles broadly covered the following aspects: business practice, disclosure, transaction integrity, information protection. Among the issues we can carefully receive on your site, resulting in a detailed report with recommendations, performance page, load time, graphics optimization, navigation, usability, consistency, browser compatibility, content formatting, consistency, accessibility, compliance with ADA guidelines and Section 508 standards, broken links, page errors, script errors, search engine ranking, interface layout. Digital certificates. The digital equivalent of an ID card is used, also called digital IDs. Digital certificates are issued by a trusted third party now as a certification authority CA, such as VeriSign and Thought. For example, CBR requires NIFT Class 2 digital certificates in order to facilitate filling a return electronically. NIFT itself is an affiliate of the Virgin Inc. Working as certification authority in Pakistan, the certificate is valid for 1 year. The certificate is attached to email every time a message is attached and sent to recipient.